Hi guys, thanks again for tuning into my channel. In this video, I wanted to continue the discussion from my last video about playing video games. Now, in my video, I said, um, I said that playing video games is not necessarily a sin in and of itself unless you make it one. And I still feel like for the most part that's true. But I feel like maybe I should have gone into more detail of how video games can affect you in negative ways, because there actually are a lot of ways that playing video games can affect people without them realizing it. Like, for example, have you ever noticed that most of the girls in these video games are usually dressed very provocatively and um, their bodies are just they're they always have these voluptuous breasts that is very hard not to look at because the people that make those games, they make these girls look like that because they know that most people that play video games are young boys and young men, and everybody knows that regardless of what age you are, there's no man that is going to look at a woman that's dressed like that and not be happy about it. And you might be thinking, well, that doesn't affect me in a negative way because I know it's just a video game. But it's like, well, it might not affect you in a negative way, but there's a lot of people out there that it affects. Like, for example, you know, there's even some girls out there that look at those girls in them video games and they get jealous of the way the girls look because they know that men want to look at that, and they know that that's what men find attractive. And just the other day I was talking to this guy I know and I asked him if he's ever had a crush on a video game character, and he said he's always liked Orchid from uh, uh, Killer Instinct. I think I almost said Mortal Kombat. But Orchid from Killer Instinct, he said that he's always had a crush on her, and it's like and it's funny because this guy is like in his 40s, and my nephew, who is 10 years old, he plays video games nonstop, and he does not have a crush on any video game characters. But this other guy said that he did. And it's like, there are some guys out there that do think about stuff like that. And, I know it's kind of weird and kind of creepy, but it does work like that. There's even been some times that I wanted to look like Katana from Mortal Kombat. And, you know, sometimes when I look at the Katana character, I notice how she's got black hair like mine, and she is always wearing blue, and blue is my favorite color. And there was even a couple times that I looked at her character and I thought, I could probably pull off the katana look if I really wanted to, but I'd probably have to work on the body a little bit because that outfit is pretty skimpy. And but then I also kept thinking, well, even if my body was completely perfect like hers, I still couldn't dress like that because the Bible says that women are supposed to dress modestly, and I couldn't wear something like that even if I wanted to. I mean, I don't know if it would be wrong to wear something like that for your husband if I was married. I mean, if I was married and my husband wanted to see me in a costume like that, I don't know if that would necessarily be wrong, but I guess it depends on how you do it. I mean, if your husband is telling you to dress like that because he's more obsessed with a video game character than he is with you, then that's obviously something going on inside his head that's wrong with him that needs to be fixed. But but yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is, these video games can affect people in a lot more ways than one. And sometimes I wonder if God even wants us to play these video games. I mean, like I said, I don't know if just playing a video game is a sin, but considering there's a lot of content in the video games today that's really, really bad, I'm not sure if it would be safe for a Christian to consume those images every day on a daily basis like that. I mean, it's your decision to make, but as Christians, it's very hard to sit there and play a video game that has a lot of sinful content in it, and just the fact that you're not able to enjoy it as a Christian makes it very difficult to be able to sit there and play it. So, yeah, that's something to think about. And there's also a lot of cussing on the games today, so you have to be careful not to be letting that stuff get inside your brain as well. And that's one reason why God might not want you to play the video games. So, but like I said, everybody has to have their own relationship with God. You can't just go by what other people say. You have to let God lead you and show you what's wrong. So, if you feel like playing a video game is a sin and you're not able to do it without having those kind of images in your head, then you really should not be playing it. And I'm not telling you this to take away your fun. I'm just telling you this to help you get closer to God and to help you understand that sin really is a big deal, regardless of what other people tell you. It's a big deal. So, yeah, just remember that. All right. I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night.